at Ben and Kelly Show. Great way to get a hold of us. You can always shoot us a message. We'll toss it out to our listeners, see what we can do for you.
Marcie said, hey, guys, so I went on a date the other night with a guy my friend from work set me up with. Mm-hmm. It was a blind date. We'd only texted leading up to that. My friend spoke highly of this guy, said he was cute, sweet, funny. So I'm wondering if the funny was coming up in the form of his outfit for our date.
Uh-oh.
He showed up at the restaurant wearing ripped jeans, a sideways baseball hat, and slippers. It's almost like he was trying to be a 90s rapper or something, LOL. Oh. The date was good, other than the fact that I was a little distracted and thrown off by his wardrobe choice.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that he'd try to put a little more impressive foot forward, literally, like with actual shoes, for the first time we met.
Right.
How big of a deal is this, though? I'm a little afraid of what he'd wear for the second date, but he is good looking and he's sweet, so help me out.
I think it's clothes. I do think it is weird that he is seemingly, an adult male wearing a sideways hat.
And slippers, not actual shoes.
Right, which seems a little bit odd in choice of wardrobe. And especially if there wasn't like a funny story that went along with, like, you'll never guess what happened as I was walking in.
Exactly.
Right.
Or, as he somehow couldn't find his shoes, he didn't want to be late, so he just grabbed the slippers by the door.
And he bumped his head on the way in, and his hat just turned sideways.
Yes. I need an explanation. It didn't sound like she got anything like that.
No, it doesn't. I mean, but like, to go back to my original point, I think it's probably just wardrobe, and so that's something that's changeable. If it's just a wardrobe, if it's a lifestyle.
Right.
I mean, maybe that's a little bit harder to address.
Yeah, but it is a little, I get that the biggest thing she's worried about is why didn't he try to be a little bit more, like, put a little more effort into the look for the very first time that you're meeting someone. Like, she had no idea what he looked like. Neither, he didn't for her either. So you try to put your best foot forward, and she's wondering if that's his best foot forward.
Now, here's another point that I want to bring up. Is it possible that he put the bar so low, like a Setting the Bar story, where he can only go up from there?
Okay, I don't know.
I mean, he's taking a gamble that there's going to be a second date.
Sure. I don't, it's an unusual tactic at best. I feel as though you want to look like you put a little effort into it. It's you're kind of maybe wear a button-down shirt or something. You wear a little cologne. You zhuzh the hair. You wear shoes. You wear shoes.
I mean, unless their date was at a beach or some sort of like,
doesn't sound like it was.
A restaurant.
It was at a restaurant. It was at a restaurant.
But it was a restaurant maybe with a beach theme, or maybe there was a theme or something where
in town is that happening? Where would that make sense?
Baxter's, I don't know. Like
Joe's Crab Shack?
Yeah, something that has that sort of motif, who knows?
I don't know. It is a strange choice. I get why she's concerned.
So, yeah, look, I wouldn't write him off just yet. Maybe if that were the only strike in his corner, I'd give him another shot and see what he comes up with for date number 2.
Yeah.
That would be my thing.
I agree. He's cute and he's sweet. So everything else was good. The wardrobe was just a little odd.
Yeah, and you can change that. That's fine.
Exactly.
So what I want to know is, and hear from you, do you have any good, I knew it was over when I saw him wearing this?
Amy on Facebook said the sideways baseball cap for me would have been a complete deal breaker.
I mean, that's a bold move, sir. Bold move, for sure.
A bold move if you're over the age of, say, 12.
12, right, exactly. All right, I want to hear your stories. 795-1997, 795-1997. We had gotten a DM from Marcie, who went out with a guy for the first time. He was wearing ripped jeans, sideways baseball hat, slippers for their first date. It was a blind date. Like, she hadn't ever seen him before that moment.
And so, yeah, she was just kind of hoping that he would put a little more effort into the look and make it look like he was really trying to impress her, because I cannot imagine that he was looking at himself in the mirror and like, yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, and you know what? I get this all may sound shallow, but if it's a first date, then, maybe it's just like, I don't want to waste my time,
Yeah, maybe that was what he was. But maybe it was a test.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he didn't know what she looked like, and maybe he was just testing her to see how she was going to react if he shows up. But then, I don't know. I don't know what that says about you either.
Sandra messages us and says a guy wearing a powder blue tracksuit was done. All right.
Oh, yeah.
A guy rocking an Air Jordan chain.
Okay.
It's a chain.
Vintage.
It's vintage, yeah, but it's a chain. I don't know. A guy who wore a T-shirt that said "I love boobs."
Wait, I'm done. on that.
He's just putting it out there.
I'm done on that. On a date? Yeah. No, sir.
Another message.
No, sir.
Another guy who wore a T-shirt that said "My other ride is your mom."
Oh my gosh!
On a date?
No, come on, guys.
All right,
do better than that.
Yes, do better.
Please do better.
At least shoot for that second date. All right.
Yes, let's wear a shirt with buttons on a date.
Yes, wear a shirt with buttons that says "My other ride is your mom."
And
that
stop!
would be
they don't
way
make
better.
shirts like that. They don't.